So thank you all for being here today for our second Lunch and Learn. If you all would be willing to write your name in and where your agency is in the chat. If you're on the computer, that'd be great, and we can all see where folks are from. So I really want to thank you all for taking time out of your day. For those of you who will be speaking about your programs, and those of you who are coming to listen and learn about services for your clients. I know it's, chaotic and a lot is up in the air right now. And I just want to say, we're all thinking of you, and thank you for providing what you do for your clients. So my initial thought for this meeting was just in general what your agency does in the community and how you can support folks around basic needs. And so obviously for this time, I'll ask you to also speak a little about what you're up to these days with all the changes in the community with coronavirus. So I will ask Val with Salvation Army if she'd be willing to kick us off.
Thank you for inviting me. Well, at the Salvation Army, basically, I'll talk about what we do here and then kind of give you an update on what's going on. So at the Salvation Army, we assist a variety of services for people. We help with, of course, we do have a food pantry here that people can access every 30 days. We also have a drop-in freezer that people can access and get up to 3 items, and they can access that every day if they need it. The stuff in the freezer, we do pick up stuff from Starbucks, and we were picking up stuff from Pizza Hut. So that goes in our freezer, and people can access that. We also do, we help with electric utilities, and they have to go to Energy Share first before they can access us for electricity. We also help with, people that are going to get their water shut off. There's a variety of different things that we can help with. We're trying. The basis of it is to try to prevent homelessness. We also help with assistance with rent. We don't do any deposits. We also have access to some diapers and wipes. Right now we're kind of running low just based on the need. We also have a transitional program. We have 3 family units, 1 female unit that can house up to 3 women. And we also have a 12-bed men's facility. So basically, when people are needing anything, it's always good to have us call. Like I said, it's depending on the need and how we can help. We're here to do our best in meeting the needs of our community. So that being said, if there's, we do hold life skill classes here. Of course, with this COVID-19, we've actually ceased that for the time being until just for the social distancing issues. So we won't be offering those unless people would like to call. Our program, or the gal that does our classes, is actually putting together curriculum for people to pick up who are interested in our programming, because they have to do classes as part of the program here at the Salvation Army. So we're putting together curriculum and then like a homework assignment, so we know that they're participating and not just trying to get it wrote off. But right now our program is down. We have 2 available units for females, and we have 7 beds available for men. The program consists of a prerequisite. When they turn in an application, everybody that comes through our program now is required to do a chemical dependency evaluation and a mental health evaluation. So they have to sign a waiver, and we send that to Helena Valley Addiction Services, who in turn gets back with them to do the evaluations. If they're on Medicaid, of course, they bill the Medicaid. If not, we pay for those evaluations. The program, basically, if we don't get people don't want to follow through with that, then of course they're not considered for an interview at that point. Our programming is for singles is $300 a month, and there's a $150 deposit, and for families it's $600 a month with a $250 deposit. So, like I say, right now our offices are open Monday through Friday. The Monday through Thursday is from 10 o'clock until noon, and then we break for lunch, come back at 12:45 until 4. On Friday, we are open from 8 until noon. So we are basically practicing social distancing. People are only allowed to come through in the door, sign in, and then they have to go out to their cars, and the food is delivered to their vehicles. So, but we're still conducting case management on the phone with our participants that are in our program currently, and businesses as usual. So, yeah. Any questions?
Thanks so much, Val. Are there any questions from folks? Well, if anyone has questions, I know Val will be happy to talk more. So let's turn this over to Chandler from, oh, moving away from our desk. Chandler from Good Samaritan. If this is a good time to ask you to speak up, that'd be great.
Okay, yeah, can you hear me? Okay, sweet. So I guess just as a quick update for Good Samaritans, we kind of just reviewed a little bit more about what Good Samaritans will be doing. We are going to be moving our hours a little bit as well. So we're going to be open this Saturday, and then we'll be closed. It's Saturday and Sunday will be open, and then Monday will be closed. And then we'll start our hours for next week to be from Tuesday to Saturdays. And the times are going to be from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So it's a little confusing, but if you just need to keep up with the updates on that, just look on our website and our social media too, because it's just kind of changing a little bit as we're trying to have discussions with what's best for the store right now. So services are still being provided, both with the housing navigation program that I run out of Good Samaritans, which if some of you have not heard about it, it is a new program that started at the end of January of this year. My position is funded by the city and the county, and I'm just housed out of Good Samaritans, so my office is at Good Sam's. And I basically kind of just help folks search and look at through different housing opportunities that kind of meets their needs and their income level. Mostly the folks that I work with are not necessarily experiencing homelessness, but they're employed, but they're just having a hard time trying to afford housing and trying to meet the standards of what's available on the market. So I work with them with application processes and etc. So that's a new program that's up and running, and I'm still doing intakes, and I'm still working with people right now, both within the office once we open again, and then currently I'm just doing a lot of stuff over the phone and via email. And then also Ara with the Good Samaritan Assistance Program, she's still running as well, and still assisting where she can, meeting people if need to be. So I guess that gives a good rundown of what you like. But if anyone has any questions, please email me or contact Good Sam's.
Great, thanks so much, Chandler. Marvin, at our place, I'll turn it over to you next.
Sure, can you guys hear me? Okay, perfect. So right now, our place is running on limited hours. We're not open on Saturdays right now, just staffing. We don't have enough staff. And so we are open from 10 in the morning until, depending on what needed, until like usually 3, 4 o'clock. we're doing food share rides for anybody who needs them. So if they call in here and they need a food share run, I'll just go pick up the box and leave it at their door. And I'm doing that for the community, not just for the people who come down here. The other thing we're doing is we're open right now. So we're serving our consumers, but no more than 10 at a time. And so there's no more than 10 people allowed in this building at any given time. When they come in, they're asked to wash their hands and sanitize it, and then we just try to keep it as clean as we can. We decided to do that because we feel like we're a frontline agency. The people that are coming down here right now literally have nowhere else to go. They're just sitting outside on the chairs, you know. So that's why we're doing that. I'm still doing housing intakes. Other than that, though, that's pretty limited compared to what we were doing before the shutdown happened. But then, of course, we get all that going. There's no groups right now or anything like that. It's mostly just to get people warm, get them some coffee, get them some food, you know, keep the despair at bay.
Great, thank you, Marvin.
Julie, can I jump in for a sec?
Yep.
Marvin, how far and wide can we spread that? Like, if we hear of families through the health department, or if we are quarantining anyone from the health department, are we allowed to mention that you're bringing food share boxes to people's houses, or
Absolutely.
Are you open?
Yeah, nope, it's for the community. Try to keep it in the Helena area. I had a couple of East Helena deliveries the other day, and I have a truck and I'm using my own gas, and it kind of, I think it cost me more to work that day than I actually earned that day.
Oh,
So,
no. Okay, thank you, Marvin.
yeah, if we could just keep it in the Helena area, though, anybody.
Thank you.
Great, that's wonderful, thank you. And next I'll have Tracy from Montana Legal Services Association speak about the services there.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for inviting me. So Montana Legal Services is a statewide law firm. We provide free legal assistance to low-income Montanans. We only provide civil legal assistance, so no criminal issues such as DUIs, traffic fines, arrested for crimes, things like that. We provide services in a lot of areas. We do a lot of divorce and parenting actions. We help with evictions, repairs, habitability, security deposit issues, so a lot of housing stuff. We do consumer issues such as bankruptcy, collection, some repossession. Those are just our high topic areas. We do a lot of other stuff, but those are the areas we get the most requests for help. We do some public benefits. We have an Indian law group. We have an agricultural worker group that helps individuals who do the ag farm work, and a whole lot more stuff, but those are kind of the highlights. We operate a helpline from 9 to 1, Monday through Friday. The helpline answers the calls during that time and screens individuals to make sure it's something that we can help with and that it fits within one of our available programs. We also have staff attorneys and private attorneys that help advise individuals with different legal problems. And right now, even though our physical locations are empty because everybody's working from home, we are operating business as usual. So our helpline is taking calls between 9 and 1. Anybody who applies using our online application, we try calling back in the afternoons. They can also schedule appointments when they apply online for us to call them back. We are encouraging people to apply online if they're not able to call in. We want the public to know that we are here to help them as best we can during these times. We have recruited additional private attorneys right now to help us make sure that we can provide advice and assistance to as many people as we can who call in for assistance. I'm just looking through the list of everything. Our website, montanalawhelp.org, has a specific section about the COVID-19. And we've been putting topics up about how it affects unemployment, housing, and other issues. And as more information becomes available, we are trying to get that posted on our website as well so that people can stay informed. The courts, it has been a particularly challenging time right now because the courts are not doing any in-person hearings. And so we are trying to stay on top of any access issues the clients may be experiencing if they were supposed to have hearings to determine eviction issues, orders of protection, some parenting issues that needed to be decided immediately. We are doing our best to try and help them navigate the court system to try and get some of those issues resolved. Accessibility issues have been the first thing we've encountered during this time with the courts essentially shutting down and not having hearings, but also with people and social distancing not being able to go into the courts to file their documents. So if you know of individuals having these kinds of issues or other legal issues, please have them reach out to us and we'll see if there are things that we can do for them. Any questions?
Thanks, Tracy. Any questions for Tracy or the other speakers today?
What was the name of your organization, Tracy?
We're Montana Legal Services Association. I believe when we're in our office, we're on the other side of the parking lot from you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
You're in the Steamboat building, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're right. Yeah, you are right across the parking lot. All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Great. Well, thanks, everyone. And if anyone has questions later or needs help getting in touch, I'm happy to help send you the right people. So just a reminder about Connect is that we have the text signature option for the release of information. If you're on the phone with anyone, with any clients who would benefit from a referral to other agencies in town through Connect, you can use the system to you put in their cell phone number. It would text them a 4-digit code that they'll tell back to you. You'll then verify that code and then complete the release, and that will let you send those referrals on. So that is the new information, well, same information, but just want to remind you all about that from Connect. So for today, we've got another 10 or 12 minutes till 12:30, and I wanted to see if any of their folks here on the call want to introduce themselves and their agency and talk about what they're up to these days. I know the YMCA has got some interesting stuff going on.
Hey, Julie, can you hear me okay? Can you hear me all right, Julie? Sorry. Yes, okay, all right. Hey, do you mind if I share my screen real quick? I'll show you kind of the direction we're going with some of the work we're doing.
Yeah, go ahead.
So if you can see this, this is the updated website that we're about to launch. We've made a big pivot into 2 specific areas. First being services that we're trying to provide for the entire community virtually. And we know that staying active in this time while everybody's shut in is really challenging, and the connection to not just physical health but mental health is a big challenge, and staying active is a big part of that. So what we've tried to do is create a bunch of resources for organizations and individuals. We have a virtual fitness schedule that's already online. This is just a new look that we'll be launching soon. But we have daily live stream workouts that some of our instructors are leading, so that people can chime in either through the Zoom meeting that they can get to on our webpage or on our Facebook page. We'll be live streaming those with Facebook Live. If that schedule does not work out for individuals, we have this piece here, which is workouts on demand, and they're just pre-recorded workouts for youth all the way through seniors with our silver sneaker instructors and resources that are available. All that is here on Y Workouts on Demand. And then virtual connections is something that we've heard in particular from our seniors, but I think it can be true for anybody. We'll have a schedule again where individuals can come together and have virtual coffee and connect with each other. And then a couple of resources kind of on the mental health side and workout side for veterans in our partnership with Team Red, White, and Blue, as well as brain wellness. And this will include some yoga resources, meditation resources, etc. This is just a link for our members and programs. If there are some financial issues going on, we can put memberships on pause. We are asking a lot of our members to stay with us through this period, and we're going to give any membership monies that come in. We'll be writing those up as tax-free donations for everybody involved. And then coming soon, we'll have a professional development and mentoring link using some really world-class resources from the National Mentoring Partnership and through the School of Business at Arizona State University. Those will be coming soon, as well as some other resources for older folks and kind of a business hub where we hope to get some live stream recommendations for employers and employees. That's one thread of virtual resources that we're trying to push. In addition, we're working with Child Care Connections to set up the Y as what's called a guardian child care site. That's during this emergency where essential staff, healthcare workers, and first responders can have healthcare support, but we're also providing training for people to get them spun up quickly to be child care providers. And that would include child first aid, CPR, babysitting certification, child protection certification, and all these can be done virtually or hybrid. And then the last one is we can help facilitate with background checks for individuals. That's the main thrust of the work that we're trying to do. And if anybody has ideas for us, we're happy to engage on that and provide links through our site and or provide additional services where you see some gaps right now.
That's great, David. Thank you so much for sharing that. I know we've got some other folks on here. Would anyone else like to share about what their agencies are up to these days? Well, thank you all so much for being here. We'll plan to have the next Lunch and Learn at the end of April on that last Friday. I haven't scheduled folks for that one yet, so if you have an idea for what kind of topic you'd like to hear from folks in the community about, please let me know. And I'll be emailing out the recording about this as well as some of our new agencies next week. So thank you all and wishing you all well.